What's up, bookworms? So I finished When the Moon Hatched earlier this morning, and the first thing I'm going to say about this book is that this is definitely storytelling at its finest. Sarah A. Parker did a really good job of building this world and building the history and building the stories and the backstories of this book, and I really enjoyed this book through and through. I'm going to give this book 4.7 stars out of 5. I absolutely loved it, and there was a few chapters in this book where I was crying tears of this of they were happy tears, but they were tears nonetheless. I was crying because this story is very beautifully written, and I love that this is only the first book in this series and that there's more to come. And there's not a lot of things I have to say about this book that aren't bad, that aren't good. I have nothing negative to say about this book. I love how big it is, and I love that there's a glossary of terms and everything. And a lot of people get intimidated by these glossary guides and how big these books are. But this is one of those ones that's definitely worth a read, and I highly, highly recommend it to those of you that love fantasy books. There's a lot of dragon lore and fae lore, and this book was really good. There's a lot of concepts of the story and characters that I really love. Con Vager is 100% one of my favorite book boyfriends of all time. I've got nothing negative to say about Con Vager. My wife was on about Con Vager, and he kind of made me mad a little bit, but then I read this book, and no, that is definitely, he definitely earned the lust that he's going to get as a book boyfriend. I love this dude. Highly, highly recommend When the Moon Hatched. After I read this, When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker, I looked around my library for a little bit, and I decided my next read is going to be The Buffalo Hunter. Now, this is more of like a Native American historical fiction novel, from what I can tell. I haven't really heard anything about the book, but I seen it in the bookstore, and I love the cover of it, and so I'm one of those guys that goes for flashy covers, I guess. And so I read through the synopsis a little bit, and I think it's going to be really good. We'll see how that goes. So like I said, When the Moon Hatched, definitely 4.7 out of 5 stars. Highly, highly recommend this for you fantasy lovers. And then next I've got The Buffalo Hunter. I'll let you guys know, and I will keep you updated. Now let's get out there and carpe some Libra, bookworms.